Hey guys, it's Tuesday. It is June 18th, 2024, and we're going to continue our talk on A Course in Miracles. I'm not going to get into the text right now. I'm not going to get into um, the workbook, which the workbook is essential to A Course in Miracles. It's how some people call it mind training. However, I'd like to think of it more as um, tools that remove the obstacles for forgiveness to occur, and forgiveness is the basic premise of A Course in Miracles. However, it is a forgiveness unlike any other forgiveness that we've um, experienced on either end of forgiving others or being forgiven. Because what the Course tells us is that we are not deeming forgiveness. We are not getting to the point where we say, I am now in a position in my life where I bestow forgiveness upon you. I'm not asking anyone for forgiveness, nor can anyone forgive anyone. Forgiveness is simply an action that takes place when the obstacle that stands in front of our judgment is removed, and we see that truly nothing has occurred, nothing can occur, that we have this present moment and present moment only. Forgiveness returns us to the present moment. Forgiveness is simply the recognition that we are living in the reality of this moment. And that in this moment, there's nothing to forgive. So forgiveness, again, is simply that recognition. We're always given the opportunity. This is why I fell in love with the Course, is we're given that opportunity to practice and to practice and to practice every day. We can review what seems like the past and forgive ourselves for seemingly being participants, forgive others for seemingly being participants, and that brings us right back to the present moment, that we are here now. Forgiveness takes place in this moment only and always. As well, it keeps us centered and focused in this moment. That my example, live streams on YouTube, is every so often, not all the time, but every so often, it's a bumpy ride. You got people come in who, for whatever reason, would like to disrupt the conversation. We have other people who come in and they're in attack mode. And of course, miracles, they say that every attack, every judgment, and every judgment is indeed an attack, is, or an attack thought, is simply a cry for help. So seeing that and tying it into yogic psychology, where we know that people are controlled by their aversions, by their attachments, by their fear of death, by the mistaken belief that they are a separate ego, as well as the ignorance that they're being controlled by all of those what's called the afflictions, the kleshas in yoga. So knowing that, and knowing that every attack is simply a cry for help, who am I to add judgment to that? Who am I not to just look at it as a moment to practice forgiveness? Not to them, not saying I forgive you, but to simply forgive, to forgive myself for believing that something was happening to me, when in fact, if I examine my mind, if I examine my heart, I'm absolutely free, untouched by the events that occurred. In this moment, I'm completely free. That's what the Course in Miracles ultimately offers us, a chance to be free. And I didn't really accept that in the early 1990s when I first picked this up, nor in 2009 when I finally finished A Course in Miracles. And returning to it now, I see that mistakenly, I latched on to forgiveness as, doesn't that sound cool? Isn't that a great thing to do? That I can become awakened, I can become enlightened, that I can forgive, that I can do this, that I can be such a person. If you see the common theme there, it's I. It's always I, that I can do something. So I was approaching the seeing through the ego, through the lens of the ego, and all I could see, of course, was ego. And that's what I got out of the course. It certainly did help me relax the ego a bit. I certainly felt that it was time well spent. It certainly was, because it carried over to me picking it up again now, and along with intense meditation journey, intense yoga journey, intense breath work, getting to the point where I'm just ready to let everything go and forgive and forgive and forgive, and have my life be filled with the joy that follows such forgiveness. So that's where I am now, guys. Appreciate everyone joining me. And hey, I'm not teaching A Course in Miracles, although the Course in Miracles says we are all teachers, because we teach that which we most need to learn. In that sense, I guess I am a teacher. But what I am is someone with a long time association working through the Course, who has put it aside and picked it up more times than I can count, and has finished both the text and the workbook, and is now diving back in, and with a deep sense that I'm opening to it, that I'm not learning, that all those experiences with it in the past, again, weren't wasted at all. They are now coming to me in a time where maybe at this point in my life, I need them absolutely the most. So with that in mind, if you guys would like to step up, join me in this journey, I appreciate the company. So stay tuned. I'm hoping to do some updates daily as well. I'm going to cover my deep dive back into the Tao Te Ching and other things. Yoga, breath work, meditation. I'm going to do a playlist and have it here accessible for people. So with that in mind, guys, come on by. I appreciate you being here now. Take care.